What's up, guys? I got a little spare time, so I decided to play some WoW. Um, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I am here to talk. If you have any questions about investing, trading, the trades I placed today, I don't know if you guys saw the videos. Man, my computer's so slow. Um, oh shit. Oh, here we go. I was trading options today. S&P options. We had a very sharp breakdown this morning, and I longed some puts, and that was the best trade of the day for me. Right out the gate. Well, actually, I didn't get long the puts until about 15 minutes into the trading day, but it worked out well. Okay, let's play this game. What am I doing? I forgot. I hate these stupid tips. Oh my god. Yeah, so my strategy this morning. I do use charts. Charts are the main thing that I use, but you don't have to have charts. You could trade without charts, believe it or not. Um, a lot of people do. It's definitely more common back in the day, but um, I one aspect that I used that um, you could trade without using charts is I read the tape. I don't know if you guys know, stocks have a level, what is called level 2, and it shows you all the orders that are um, in for a particular stock or future or whatever, and you can literally see the order flow as it comes in, and you can solely trade off of that. You don't even need charts, but of course charts make it 1,000 times easier. The If there's one thing that you ever learn about trading from me or from anybody really, is that you have to play defense. You have to cut your losses short. If the single worst thing that you could do is have big losses, you either want a small win, a big win, a small loss, or a break even. You, if you can eliminate the big loss, then you are well on your way of becoming a 6, 7 figure trader. Yeah, so hopefully I really want to create a course for you guys so that you can get some, at least some foundations in trading, because I know a lot of you are really interested in trading and making it a full-time career, and it's definitely possible. I can't say that all of you, everybody can do it, because that's definitely not the case. It definitely takes a certain discipline to be able to sit there and win trades and lose trades. Because I mean, for me, I probably lose about 50%. I'm 50-50, and that's pretty good in retrospect, because there's people that um, you know who only win 20-30% of their trades and they still make millions a year. It's totally possible. The winning percentage is not relevant, um, as long as you keep your losses small. Like I said, if you have big losses, then it's an entirely different story. There's a lot of like misinformation out there, a lot of fake gurus that try to sell you crap that's just not real. I will never sell you anything that I didn't think would help you. I don't really need to sell you anything, but I mean, I do want to come out with the course, and of course, I'm not going to give it away for free. Okay. But I will give you a lot of information for free just by following this channel. There's other things that I'm interested in too. I'm really interested in investing, which is different than trading. Um, Trading, you know, is I like love investing way more than I love trading, but trading is easier to get started in. Investing, you need a large bankroll to get started. Hopefully, these things become more organized as I get better at this. Is like I said, this is only like one of the first videos that I've done. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Here we go. No more tutorial. Um, what else was I gonna say? Oh, um, in my spare time, besides playing WoW, um, I like to. I really. I've always been interested in business, and I like to start and grow businesses, and I have done so successfully with a few. Um, if you want to talk about anything business related, feel free to ask. Um, yeah. Hopefully you didn't buy Lyft when it IPO'd. It would have been a terrible investment. Um, but what do you guys think of Lyft at? What is that? 50 now? I can't remember. It's dropped so much. 59. Yeah. IPO'd for wow. Went from 78 to 59. It's crazy. But if you were a private equity guy and you got in this thing early, then you're sitting pretty. I would love to get into private equity as my bank account grows. I definitely would want to invest more in private companies. Which broker do you use? I used a few different brokers. Um, I can't beat TD Ameritrade for their charting platform. Um, they have I've used it ever since I started, and I haven't found anything better in almost 10 years. So as far as actual trading, yeah, TD Ameritrade, their feels and their um, different offerings aren't as good. I definitely use them for charting, but for actual trading, I use interactive brokers mainly. It's a good trading platform. Get good fills. I'm trying to. Yeah, bum, ba-da-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Getting checked out. What was the first business you started? Um, well, I've been starting businesses ever since I was 11, 12 years old. But when I got out of college, I went to work for a hedge fund. And then I moved back to my hometown and I went to work for a real estate development company, which was interesting at the time. And then, um, hold on. Yeah, and then I started trading. I mean, I've been trading ever since I was 18 years old. Um, Never really, like I said before, I never was any good at it. It took me a long time before I ever got became profitable. I lost two accounts. I mean, they were small accounts, relatively about 5 grand, but still, at the time, it was very hard because this is all I wanted to do. And then I found a system that worked for me, and that's you have to persevere. If you have a passion for something, you can't give up on that passion. You have to keep going and never give up. And I didn't. And that's why I said I believe every one of you can be a great trader, but not all of you will be because not all of you are dedicated, have the passion to do this full time. It really it takes a toll because it's frustrating to see your account lose over and over again. Oh, there's that guy. I mean, you're not going to make money every day. Let's just get that out of the way. A lot of these gurus that you see on the that advertise to you, that show their P&L. Oh yeah, I made 50 grand a day, every day. I made 200 grand the other day. No, it. I mean, from what I know, it doesn't work like that. You cannot possibly win every day or every week. I mean, there's been weeks where I've lost money. Absolutely, it's just like a business. You have to treat it as a business, um, because it is at the end of the day. And you have your profits and you have your losses. But as long as your profits outweigh your losses, then your business made money. How much money do you need to start with? Oh, that is a very personal choice. I cannot tell you how much money you need to start with. If you're doing this as a side hustle hobby that you're going to do for an hour in the morning, then obviously you can start with a lot less money. If you're trying to trade full time for a living, then obviously you need a lot more money. Um, yeah, that's a very open-ended question. Where am I going? What businesses do you have now? I own or invest in a few different businesses. I own a marketing agency where we basically will we do marketing for various businesses, small businesses, large businesses, e-commerce, local businesses. Um, we do SEO, which is search engine optimization, social media marketing, PPC. I mean, we do a lot of different stuff. The marketing agency that I own. Um, Sorry, I'm looking at breaking news right now. Some of the sites that I use. Um, I use Twitter a lot because there's a lot of good information you can find on Twitter from people that are, have been doing this for a long time. Um, I really, if you're not on Twitter, you should get on Twitter um, and find people that are interested in what you're interested in. If you're interested in trading, find people like, you know, Paul. What's that guy's name? No, sorry, not Paul. Steve? Is it Steve? Steve Burns, yeah, he's good. He has posts good stuff. If you're interested in investing, you can follow people with the same type of strategy that you like. I don't know if you are a growth investor or value. I mean, they're essentially the same thing. Every when it boils down to it, everybody's a value investor because everybody's looking for value. Um, it doesn't matter if you're so and so called growth or whatever, but find some people that are have similar interests and strategies that you want to implement and follow them and interact with them. It's one of the best tools there is out there for getting started. Um, for example, I follow a man by the name of Tobias Carlyle, who wrote the book The Acquirer's Multiple, which I found very interesting, um, and I'm sure a lot of you would too. It's basically a system that looks for companies that activists are could possibly take over, and yeah, so just a tidbit. If you're not on Twitter, get on Twitter. Other sites that I use Yahoo Finance, obviously at the SEC filings. um, which is sec.gov. What else do I use? Seeking Alpha sometimes has interesting stuff. You definitely don't want to be so called sheep, though. You don't want to blindly follow people's trades or investments because You want to learn the process and how to be able to do this on your own, you know. Oh crap, I got a low battery. What was my first investment? My first investment was actually in Pfizer. As funny as that is, every time I say that now, it just reminds me of the Wolf of Wall Street. Hmm. Um, or short Pfizer. Um, yeah, that actually it worked out well. But that was before I knew anything about trading. But I probably made about 12% on Pfizer. What kind of long-term strategy do you use? For investing, I use I it's hard to explain to beginners. Not that you guys are beginners. I mean, I don't know, but I use different strategies. I believe in diversification, but not over diversification. Um, so when it all boils down to it, I'm definitely a value investor. Um, Benjamin Graham and Warren Buffett got me hooked on value investing. I've read all of their books, and yeah, but I use different variations of variations of value investing. So um, I combine value with growth, with momentum, with uh, other things, trend following. And the idea is to diversify so that when value underperforms, which it has for the better part of the last 10 years, value, one of the greatest disparities between among value and growth in history has occurred. So if you've been a value investor, you've really struggled as of lately. And so what's great about that is I haven't struggled because of the diversity in my approaches. So I built a couple of quantitative models that will utilize different aspects of investing, so that I can, potentially when values underperforming, I still have one or two strategies that are doing better. The whole idea of investing is opportunity cost. So I don't know if you guys took economics courses, but the idea is that if you invest in, well, let's just use a life example. Say you decide to take a nap today. And you take a 30-minute nap. Well, the opportunity cost is whatever you could have done with that 30 minutes other than nap. So if you could have read, an investing book, that's your opportunity cost. And the same aspects apply to investing. If I have $50,000, oh my God, what the heck is this guy doing? Oh, never mind. If I have $50,000 and I invest, say, one that just broke out of their Darvis box, which is totally another topic. Um, Disney. Disney just had a great breakout of a 3-year wedge out of their Darvis box. And so say you invest 50 grand in Disney. So what's the opportunity cost? That 50 grand invested in something else. So say Disney over the next year rises, I don't know, say 15%. And stock, just say Netflix. Netflix goes up 50% over the next year. Well, then that was your opportunity cost. You could have invested that 50 grand in Netflix. So, and that's the idea of investing is you want to allocate your capital to the best ideas that you have. And like I said before, investing and trading are similar in that aspect. Is that you're gonna lose, but it's literally inevitable. No one is right 100% of the time. No one in history has been right 100% of the time, unless you invented a time machine and you came back and you wrote everything down. Then maybe, but no, you cannot be right 100% of the time. If you're right 50% of the time, you are one of the best. As long as you keep your losses small, you could be right 50% of the time, and oh, I can't go in here. And if you have gigantic losses, then you won't have an account for long. Is there anything else you guys would like to talk about? Psychology, yeah, psychology is huge. Um, you That's why I don't know if you guys watch the show Billions on HBO, but they have a literally a trading coach, and that was something that I would actually hope to would love to do is be a trading coach because psychology of aspect of investing and trading is very interesting to me because all of the best investors have um, a good temperament. If you lose a trade, you can't beat yourself up. You know, you know it's going to happen. So you just have to, when you place a trade, you can't be, what's the word? Partial to any which way that the trade goes. It could be a winner, it could be a loser, but you can't have hang on and hope that every trade's going to be a winner. One of the best books that ever has been written on trading, and I highly, highly recommend that you get it if you haven't already read it, is called Trading in the Zone. And it is one of the best, if not, dare I say it, the best. Um, and the author does a great job of explaining exactly how to control your psychology, control your temperament, and not focus on any one single trade. That's why I keep my trades small relative to the size of my account. For instance, I normally, of course, there are certain instances, and this is just trading. I'm not talking about investing right now. It's similar, but trading, I only normally risk 1% of my account at a time. That way, if when I'm wrong, not if I'm wrong, when I'm wrong, the blow up, the loss doesn't destroy my account, and I can place another trade. Of course, there are some exceptions. If I see what I call the golden pattern, um, then I'll risk a little bit more. But you want to keep your position sizes small relative to your account size, so you don't blow up your whole account. And it's the same with investing too. It's just different. 1% of your account in investing is well, I mean, I definitely have positions that are 1%, but that's pretty small. Warren Buffett's top 10 holdings make comprise of 80% of his whole account size. So it's called conviction. You have to have conviction in your best ideas. There used to be a treasure chest. That was 10 years ago. Ah, fuck off, dude. Ah. What was I saying? Oh yeah, psychology. Um, yeah, it's a huge aspect of everything. That's why they have trading coaches, because people who lose are cool. Imagine losing millions of dollars in one trade. All right, guys. Well, if you don't, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. I got some other stuff to do today. Yes, yes, yes. I can do another stock video if you guys want. Yeah? Okay. Let me roll over and do another video. Alright guys.